Hey everyone, well I'm back out cutting some more firewood today with the Husqvarna 262 XP there, the bad deal saw that I finally got everything ironed out on. A real frosty day today. We had a bunch of mist and freezing rain last night, overnight, and everything. You can see all the trees are coated in ice frost. Very pretty, but some dead pine here again. Cut one out of here a couple days ago, took a big one out here, pushed all the branches and crap back into the brush off the edge of the field, and I got another one over here that's limb tied, sort of tied up in another pine tree there, but I think I can drop it out of there, so I'll go ahead and get the saw warmed up, and we'll bring you along here for some of the cutting. And like I say, kind of a heavy, overcast, dreary day. Everything is cloudy and dark in the middle of the day almost, but got a few more dead trees back over in here, some stubs and stuff there that I can cut here, just clean a little bit of brush, and if I need, I'll make a couple more bucket loads out of here, and then that'll be it for this corner of the field. This one here, the tree was leaning over, was ready to fall in the field, or some of the branches were already breaking out of the top. It was dead and falling in the field, so went ahead and cut that up and got that out of here. But anyways, gonna get on with it here right away. So yeah, this tree, it looks like it's whatchamacallit, but it's free and clear. The other one, I thought it was limb tied in there, but it's not, so should be able to get it out. But it's got a big fork in it, so I'm gonna have to watch there. If that thing breaks up there and comes down, that's what can get you killed if you're not paying attention. It's going to go out onto the edge of the field here, whether I like it or not. I'm just going to have to push and roll all the branches in the top back into the brush again, but there's no good way of getting in here after this thing, and if I try and follow it back the other way, it's just going to get tangled up and still not going to go where it needs to go. So we'll just drop it into the field, and I'll hook a choker on it, and choker chain or choker cable there, and I'll pull it out into the open there so I can finish working on it. I'm not tripping in the, you can see here I'm tangled up in the brush here like crazy here, so gotta be careful. Gotta cut a few more sticks here and get this cleaned up, so I got an escape path to get out of here. And well, anyways, we're gonna get on it here. So good workout for the old saw here again. Just got my little tripod here today, don't have my bigger one, so anyways, you guys are going to get a front row seat right up close and personal like actually a pretty decent tree. It's more solid than I thought. I thought this thing would be a little bit on the rotten side, but actually it's not bad. It's got just a tiny bit of red rot in the butt, but a couple of blocks off of it, and it'll be a fairly solid, good firewood tree. And I actually dropped it right on the edge. It turned out okay. It went right on the edge of the field, so only a couple small little pushes with the bucket, and I'll have all the crap pushed back off into the brush. So nothing really too much on the field itself, so I'm glad for that. So anyways, got to get busy here and limb this out and get it trimmed and cleaned up, and continue on here, and then I'll hook a chain, like I say, on it, and I'll drag it out onto the edge of the field over here, and we'll get to doing some bucking hopefully here before it gets too late. So this is the kind of stuff, see, I was going to show here, you got to watch for when you're dropping stuff in brush, or you come and you cut, this will come popping up and it'll smack you right in the kisser, or break your nose, or, you know, even if you're wearing a full safety helmet, it'll knock the helmet off your head. And years ago my dad was cutting in the bush like that here, and well, he had a young birch sapling that was trapped down under like that, and he nicked it with the saw, and it snapped off and whipped right back and broke his nose. So Just goes to show that you never can tell. There's always dangers lurking and hiding all over for you here when you're working in the bush. So, got to be careful. It's the kind of things that'll get you. So, anyways, we're gonna think it's a good spot for you folks to see what I'm doing, and gonna limb out this tree here as best I can where it is without fighting too much. So, and then, like I say, we'll clean up the rest on the edge of the field and push the rest back in the bush here. So, saw's doing good. Restarts on one pull. Oh man! I tell you, the compression sure came up on this thing. If you don't give it a full gusto when you pull this thing over, it likes to snap back, and well, hard on the old fingers, I can tell you that. That different ignition coil I put on here, I tell you, is pretty snappy. That bugger is, I don't know, it's, as they'd say, it's wound pretty hot, that coil, so. Well, you know what? I am not fighting with that. It looks like it's should be a good, easy spot to get into limit. It's a bit deceiving. I'm standing down in the snow, so the tree is actually higher. Well, it's almost chest height. So I'm reaching up, and that's where it just absolutely kills my shoulders at that kind of height working with a saw. Now I can't do that. So what I'm going to do is just come up here with the backhoe, and with the front loader on the backhoe there, I'm going to roll that this tree around a little bit and bust a lot of those limbs down, break them off. I'll go ahead and see if I can set the camera up on the hood of the tractor and just show you what I'm doing here. I'll break this down a bit, and then I'll throw a, like I say, a choker on it, and then we're going to drag it back out of the bush, and I'll finish cleaning it up, you know, where it's a little easier to work lower on the ground. Might look like it's harder on me by reaching down with the saw when I'm limbing, but actually for me it's better because it's pulling at a downward angle. A little bit harder on my back, but easier on my shoulders, so that's what I'm going to do.